Let's understand what is meant by simple interest. Suppose this is you and this is your friend. So this is you and this is friend. Now suppose your friend is in need of some money and he approaches you and says, "Hey, can you lend me 10,000 rupees?" And you have that amount of money in your bank and you say, "Sure, I'll give you 10,000 rupees, but what will you give me in return?" And your friend says that, "I'll give you back 10% interest per annum." So you give your friend 10,000 rupees and your friend is going to give you back 10% per annum. So here per annum means per year. Then again you ask your friend that how long do you need this money for? And your friend replies that I need this money for 2 years. So this transaction is for 2 years. So after 2 years, your friend is going to return you 10,000 rupees plus the interest. So the original amount that you are lending to your friend is known as the principal. Now the percentage that your friend is going to return you back is known as the rate of interest, and at the end of the deal the total amount that your friend is going to return, which includes the principal plus the interest for the amount of time that he has borrowed the money for, is known as the amount. Now, how do you find what is the amount of interest which your friend is going to pay in addition to the principal amount? So this interest is calculated based on the principal, the time, as well as the rate of interest. So let's find out how we can calculate the interest. Now remember that there are two types of interest. One is a simple interest, the other one is a compound interest. Here we are referring to interest as the simple interest. So let's try to find how to calculate the simple interest. So your friend has taken 10,000 rupees from you and is saying that per annum or per year he is going to pay you back 10% on 10,000. So basically every year he is paying 10% of 10,000 rupees. So the interest per year is going to be P, which is principal, multiplied by the rate of interest in terms of percentage, which is R. Let's say this is R percent. Now as we mentioned, this is per year because the rate has been given per year and we are finding how much is the interest that your friend is going to pay you per year. So this is also equal to P multiplied by, now R percent means the rate is per 100 rupees that you have borrowed. So he is going to pay you 10 rupees per 100 rupees. So if you express it in terms of absolute numbers, it will be R divided by 100. Now your friend has borrowed this money from you for 2 years. So in the first year he is going to pay you 10%, and again in the next year he is going to pay you 10% of 10,000, and again 10,000. So for the entire period of 2 years he is going to pay you 10 multiplied by 2, 10% multiplied by 2. So this 2 is our time, which is t, and 10% is our rate, which is r. So here in this formula, to find out what is the interest that your friend is going to pay at the end of the time period, we have to multiply this by t. Now let's take another simple example. Let's say this time period was 6 months or half a year, and he is going to pay you 10% per year. So then basically it is till this point. So if this was a time period of 1 year, he is going to take the money or borrow the money for half the year. So then what you do is you multiply 10 by 1 by 2. So this 1 by 2 is time, and this 10 is rate per annum. So this is R. So our simple interest for the entire period is this, PRT by 100. Some people also write PRT by 100. So P multiplied by R multiplied by T divided by 100, where P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and T is the time period. Now this is the simple interest, and if you have to find out the amount that your friend is going to pay you back after the time period of say 2 years, then it will be principal plus the simple interest. So this is how you find the amount of money you are going to get back after the time period for which you have given the money to your friend. So the key point in simple interest is that suppose you have given the money for a period of 1, 2, 3, 4 years. So whatever money you have given in the beginning, the interest is calculated uniformly across the time period, and then you are given the interest at the end of the time period. So this is the simple interest. So in other terms, the interest that you are getting for the first year will be the same as the interest you are getting for the second year. So let's say the rate of interest is 10% per annum. So at the end of first year, the interest will be 1000 rupees. At the end of second year, again for the second year itself, it will be 1000 rupees. For the third year, again 1000 rupees, and fourth year also 1000 rupees, and overall you'll have an interest of 4000 rupees. So this is how simple interest looks like.